Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex. I don't think I've ever said that in a video before. My name is Alex. That's me. Feel free to introduce yourself. So today's video, I'm pretty excited because we're going to be talking about eyeshadow palettes that live in my head rent-free. These are palettes that have been exactly that, living in my head, that I do not have, and I want them. Some are unavailable, I'm sure. So let's just get into it. I feel like most of this video is just going to be me crying that I don't have these palettes. The way I want to do this is first mention the ones that I did end up buying, whether that be a year after they launched, which I think most of these are. Some kind of newer ones, but let's just get into it. So the first palette that lived in my head, freaking rent-free, that took me quite some time to actually purchase is the Blueberry Muffin palette from BH Cosmetics. Look at this palette. I hope you can see the shades through, like, past that holographic out packaging there. BH kills it. They really freaking do. Like their shimmer shades. Let's swatch the shade Sweet. This is like a neutral, like champagne, goldy champagne metallic shade. Absolutely gorgeous. Like this blue shade. Like stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, palette number 2, one that I personally own now, is the Glamlight Ice Cream Dream palette. I don't even know when this launched. This one I got quite recently. Haven't even used it. Just swatch. Haven't even taken this mirror. Satisfying. So this one is a big pastel, colorful, with some neutrals in here. I finally bought this after, it was a recent video of Lauren May Beauty. She was talking about it, how much she loves it. And I'm like, damn, I want to love it. Like in my hands, I want to love it. I don't want to love it from afar. I want it in my hands. And so I finally bought it. But I really haven't used it. I'm that kind of person. It's very annoying. But I'm very excited and happy that I have it. I'm going to swatch this green shade. I hear a lot of good things about Glamlight's formula. Oh, look at that green. It's been a hot minute since I actually played with color. I am in a neutral phase right now. I think most people are, but I can't help it. I'm going to swatch this blue as well because it looks absolutely dreamy. Look at that. So yeah, loving. I just wiped that shadow on my Christmas socks. My new Christmas socks. That's a bummer. So yeah, I'm very happy to have this in my collection. The next one, it's a extremely old one at this point, but I did not buy this when it launched, and I finally picked it up when it was on sale at one point. Like I said, this is old, so like the sale is long and gone. This palette is still available though, and that is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. This is everything to me. I absolutely love it. Mostly, obviously, for these metallics in here. I'm going to swatch the shade Nebula. Look at that, dude. Swatch it right here. This has beautiful textures in it, and that's why I'm so happy to have it. I have my eye on that rose quartz one, even though those are not my tones. They're not my tones, like not even a little bit. But there's something that's making me go like, probably the newest one that I'm going to be talking about is ColourPop. It's a mood palette. Now, I'm also going through like a phase where I am only interested in like luxury makeup right now, which is gross. It's not good for me. It's not good for my wallet. But that's what's going on. But like this color story is literally everything. There's a lot of beautiful jewel tones in it. Did not buy this on initial launch. I got this when ColourPop had a sale on their site, and I picked this one up. I have not used it, only touched. And that's the that on this palette. But I love this. I love to look at it. I love to have it. And the last one that I physically own, this one is what really inspired this video. And that is the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. This is what my dreams are made of. This one, when I tell you, lived in my head rent-free. I have never forgotten about this palette. This has always been one that I wanted, but like $129? Bitch, like, no, not happening. But then you backed me in a corner, Natasha. You said once this is gone, she brought it back. Then she said, once this is gone, it is not coming back. And I decided I can't live without it. I couldn't. And I have it. And honestly, I could cry. I could cry. Let me swatch this beautiful blue. Oh my God. Okay, I swatched over some like veins. Look at that blue. This one, the ultimate palette in my collection. Now going to some palettes. Most of these are still available. But some are not. Okay, in no particular order, I will pop up little images right next to me here so you can have a reference picture. Hold on, coffee first. First palette that lives in my head rent-free is the Nabla Side by Side palette. Don't know why I don't have this. The swatch photo is immaculate. I don't have a Nabla palette at all. Nope, that's a lie. I have two. I have the Poison and Secret Garden. Or is it the Poison Garden and Secret palette? I don't know. I have those two. Maybe I never got this is because at once upon a time, I was more into colors, doing makeup on my own time. I wanted only colorful things, fun palettes, fun color stories, and I only did neutrals on the day-to-day going to work. So I don't know, maybe that's why I never picked this up, but dang, I want this. This has such good reviews. A lot of people still talk about this palette, so rent-free, baby, rent-free. The next one, this one I caved in on. I told myself, I'm not gonna get this. I won't get this. Like, it's $53 for 4 shades, and of course that would be a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad, and it's her new one, the Luxury Palette of Pearls. I had this list of palettes before the VIB event, so this one is on its way because I decided it needed to be in my hands. So that's the tea on that one. The next one, also this one kind of also inspired the video. That one is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, not the mini, which almost got me. Almost bought it. It's only $25. However, I want the big one. I want that beautiful blue shade. I want that red shade. I want that matte green shade. I want this whole thing. I love the color story. I'm looking at it right now. It is beautiful, but once again, it's $129. I put it on the Christmas list for the boyfriend, as well as a Pat McGrath palette that you'll see. Yeah, this one never forgot about. It is not on her site. It is still available at Sephora though, so I don't know. I don't know if this is going to go away forever. I don't know. This was only going to be a limited edition to my knowledge. Like, this came out holiday a couple years ago, right? So yeah, rent-free. Ooh, this one is what I mean when I was super into color. I need to sit. Not cross-legged because my knee hurts getting older, guys. That hurts my knee. This one is the Ace Beauté Flare palette. Like, this is a fun color story. This is what I mean when I love a good color story. That this one would suck me in. Don't know why I don't have this. Look at it. It's like the most beautiful fall palette I've ever seen, but has that fun neon matte shade in that beautiful blue shimmer shade. I love how all these like deeper, rich shades in this palette. It is gorgeous. I love it. Ooh, this one's a new one. I'm not gonna get it. Like, I know I won't ever get this. That is the Sigma Cinderella palette. Beautiful color story. However, I don't hear a lot of good things about Sigma's palettes. like their formula. I hear they've gotten better, but if I'm going to spend $50, it's going to be on something else. I have all these pictures saved on my tablet, so that's why that's what I'm looking at. I don't even know what this one is called, but it's from Tarte. And this one, this one is not available. I don't know what it's called, but it's the one, it's the one where like the little sea turtle is on the cover and it's kind of like filled with water. In the layout, you'll see the picture. This one, whoo! I don't know if these are glitter shades or what, but like this one is still pretty. This one is still beautiful. Like those rich blue shades and then those glittery shades. I love it. I love it. But can't get it no more. Ooh. Another one that you can't get no more anymore is the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette. This one is a collaboration with, is it Angelica? She's from Sweden. I don't know how to say her last name. I apologize. This one, absolutely gorgeous. But I missed my chance and I am still pissed. So yeah, this one hurts a lot. Out of most of them, like this one is the one that hurts me the most. Ooh, this one also hurts. It's another one that you can't get anymore. And it is from Lunar Beauty, the Moonspell palette. I know he just came out with Moonspell Volume 2, but I don't like that one. That one's too pink, purple, red. This one has the purples. This one has some greens and some teals. And it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I missed my chance. But I have not forgotten about her. Okay, this one's still available. This one is the neon green palette from Huda Beauty. Color story is just like very different. Like I don't know how these colors go together at all. A lot of pink metallic shades and like 3 green shades. This one I hear is like the worst reviewed one out of the 3 in that neon line. But I love the packaging, and that might be why I want it so bad. But I'm not going to get it. But she still lives in my head. The next one, it kind of makes me laugh. This one's a very old palette. It's the Tartelette Toasted palette. Tarte is a brand that is like not even on my radar anymore. When I was first starting out in makeup, it sure was. Like this is when Tarte Shape Tape was just released and was blowing up. And I don't know, but I really like this palette, and it's even more up my alley these days with my preference, but I have no idea what Tarte's formula is like anymore. I haven't had a new Tarte palette in literally years. The only Tarte palette that I still have in my collection is the Graveyard Girl one, or the Swamp Queen palette. And I don't use that one anymore because it's extremely old. But yeah, from like, I don't know, the shades are very cute and neutral and what I prefer these days. And that packaging is, like, honestly, packaging is half of it for me. Unfortunately, I think the packaging on this one is really nice. And this one is not one that I've ever forgotten about. Okay, next. This one hurts me a lot. This one, oh, it hurts. Like, it hurts so bad. This is the Kylie Cosmetics and Grinch palette from last year's holiday, I think. I am literally upset. 1, it's Christmas. Christmas is my favorite. 2, it's a Grinch palette. The Grinch is like my favorite holiday movie, one of my favorite holiday movies. And it is filled with some beautiful green tones. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, the Tinkerbell palette from ColourPop looks like a very condensed version of this Grinch palette because there's some mauve tones, like little kind of purpley tones in that palette, which this one kind of has. But still, I still want this. If she launched this again, I'd buy it immediately. I have no idea what Kylie's formula is like. I don't care for the brand like at all. I think the last thing I bought from Kylie was a lip kit for Black Friday and Ulta last year. This one might be the one that hurts me the most. Because there's 3 things that I love about this. It's a Christmas collection, it's the Grinch, and it's a green toned palette. I am very hurt by it. The next one you might still be able to get on Amazon, maybe even on Urban Decay's site, but it is the Stoned Vibes palette. I love a chunky shimmer, a metallic, and like a textured shadow. I love a good textured shadow, and this is what it's giving me. But like, and even this was at one point like half off, and I was looking at it and I still didn't get it. And I'm pissed. Like, the shades are gorgeous. The packaging is chef's kiss. What is wrong with me? BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast palette. Quite similar to that Grinch one from Kylie. But still. Next, 2 from Glamlight. I want the Dirty Martini palette and the Chocolate Martini palette. I want those so bad. But around this holiday time when you're shopping so much, you know, things just get pushed back and like eventually just don't happen. And I have a feeling that's what's going to happen with me with those palettes. They're just not going to happen for me, and that's fine, but they're still going to live in my head rent-free every single day of my life. Next one. This one is playing mind games on me. This one is the Natasha Denona New Midi Retro palette. Like, look at the photo of this palette, then look at the swatches. Sometimes, like, those look so inconsistent to me. I look at the overall palette and I'm like, no, I don't like those reddy, mauve-y tones. I don't like them on me. But then I look at some swatches, I'm like, ooh, that shade's really fucking pretty. I mean, excuse me, that shade's really, really pretty. I want it, I want it, I want it. This has been in and out of my cart, in and out of my loves list at Sephora. This one is just playing tricks on me. But I won't give in to that battle just yet because, like, I know it's a mauve tone palette, but it's like not so in your face mauve tone palette. I just don't know. Rent free, living in my head, nothing I can do about it. The Pat McGrath, this is our last one for the day. The Pat McGrath Sublime Mothership palette. Now, I'm never opposed to buying a Pat McGrath palette. I have 4 Motherships. I think I have 3 of her quads. She is a brand that is always on my radar. You launch something new, I will be looking at it, possibly buying it. Like, I bought her holiday eyeshadow palette. Almost the entire collection. Well, that's not true. She had a big collection, but from her holiday collection, I bought the eyeshadow palette, the highlighter, and then one of the trios of blushes and highlighter. I love her stuff. I love her packaging. I love her formula. And then the last Mothership I bought was her newest one, the Utopian Dreams palette. This one's gonna be the next one I get. That green shade has been calling my name ever since I discovered Pat McGrath and started purchasing her stuff. When I think top tier eyeshadow palettes or eyeshadow formulas, Natasha and Pat McGrath, like, they are everything to me. I really regret buying. So the 4 Mothership palettes that I have from Pat McGrath are the Brown Seduction, Subliminal, yep, and Subversive, and the Utopian Dreams. I regret putting the Subliminal one before Sublime on my purchase pattern. Is that what I'm trying to say? Don't know. I do love the Subliminal. It's probably my least used amongst the 4 that I have. And it is more cool tones, but that blue shade really spoke to me. But this green and this gold and this palette have been staring at me for years now. This one I also sent to my boyfriend as for Christmas list ideas. And it's just gorgeous. This is what I want to look at every day. I love it. Oh, there's another one. There is another palette. I have to see what it's called. And this next one is not going to be one that I don't think I'm going to get at the moment, even though it is on a little sale at Sephora. Okay. No one told me I had a mascara smudgy. What's wrong with you guys? The Viseart Paris Love Letter. I don't know how to say that word. Eyeshadow palette. It is on sale at Sephora for $35. Originally $44. There's a little bit of discount. This one, like that green, that purple, that like peachy shade. Look at it. It is so cute. And those pastels, I don't have any experience. I had a Viseart palette once that I got in a box to charm and then gave it away. But like this one has always been on my mind. It's in my loves list at Sephora. But that green shade, like put a green shade in any palette and you'll catch my eye. Seriously, it is ridiculous. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 of this. I'm sure there's more. It doesn't have to be necessarily eyeshadow palettes. It can just be makeup products in general. Makeup products that have been on my list for forever that I just never bought. Let me know what you think of that idea. I hope you enjoyed this video of me beating myself up for not purchasing these palettes. Honestly, the Grinch one hurts the most. It really does. That is so unfortunate for me. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!